of the night. Watch right now the show. Are you ready? Because tonight is a special episode. One of my favorite guests is back to talk about Marvel Select and also San Diego Comic Con exclusive and also Lord of the Rings mini maze, Indiana Jones jumbo figure, and many other figures. So please welcome my guest, the one and the only Sako. Zach, welcome back to my show.
Thank you for having me back. I always love it here.
I actually think this is probably the 6th episode together. I think, or
right,
the 6th or the 5th one because I'm not very good with maths, with mathematics, with numbers, so I can count my figure different times and find a new total number because I'm really bad. But we are right here, especially to start interesting coverage because I saw interesting new items this week. Actually, were revealed these new items for the San Diego Comic Con exclusive. So we start to take a look. I have also a beautiful gallery. So let's open the gallery with these awesome items. Let's see, share. There we go. I think there we go. We can start with this one. So tell me something about it. We scroll the gallery. We talk about everything and also when and where they will be available for pre-order.
Sure. Yeah. This is the gallery diorama of the Baroness. We previously released her in her black outfit. This is a variant we're doing in her blue outfit. As everyone knows, she in her early comic book appearances she wore blue. And this is that look that we're trying to capture here. And this is a PVC, suggested retail price of I think $60, and she'll be available at the booth at San Diego Comic-Con, booth 2607. But you can pre-order her now if you're not going to be attending the show. You can pre-order her now on our website. So she is available now for pre-order.
Okay, the pre-order is on diamondselecttoys.com for this one.
That's correct, and she should ship, I believe, right after the show to everybody. Unless there's any unforeseen circumstances, she should ship right after everybody else gets a chance to buy her at the show.
It's beautiful. I like also this version because remember me, the early episode of the cartoon as well, because in the beginning of the original cartoon, she dressed blue, no, instead of black.
I couldn't remember if it was in the cartoon too, but yeah, this is I love this piece. It was designed by Uriel Catone, who was a great designer of ours. He does a great job with female designs, especially. He designed all of our Avatar: The Last Airbender galleries, and he's just really great. And I'm blanking on who the sculptor was for this, but he did a great job too. I think it might be George Santos Souza. I could be wrong.
It's awesome. However, it's a beautiful piece. It was also super cool. Also, the event that you did with interviews, reveals. I believe I don't remember. I believe a few months ago with the Diamond Select Toys on the YouTube channel. It was a cool event online. Do you think there will be more like that in the future by Diamond Select? Because it was a cool event.
Yeah, we started doing those online reveals. By the way, I remember the sculptor now. It's Sam Greenwell, who's been a longtime sculptor of ours. But anyway, we've done we hadn't really done a lot of those before the COVID outbreak. So we started doing them once New York Toy Fair got canceled. I think the last one was in 2019 in February. Now they're starting to do toy fairs again in September. Of this year, there will be a new New York Toy Fair, the first one since the pandemic. So whether we continue to do one in the February, March, April timeframe, that's possible. But we've got September Toy Fair, we've got October New York Comic Con right on top of each other, and then we've got we go to San Diego in July. So so that time, a period of time, is a time where we don't normally go to a convention, so it might be a good time to do that sort of online presentation of products.
Yes, was great. Also, I saw your interview with Eamon O'Donoghue. That
Yeah.
is also I was also 2 times in my show. He's a great artist and also a funny
Oh yeah.
guy.
Oh yeah, he's
Just
great. He's hilarious. I
yeah.
interviewed Rocco Tartamella too, who's a great sculptor of ours, and he's a really nice guy.
And this one maybe will be I maybe I will invite him also because he never be in my show. So
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah. No,
because I
you should
like
definitely have him on.
interview artists because it's interesting. For everybody that watch the show, put the question in the live chat because later Zach will answer your question, guys. So we go back to the gallery that I did for the. Oh, this one is one of my favorite actually because is is accurate also from the original movie, the original trilogy. So tell me something about this set.
This is the jumbo action figure of Indiana Jones. For San Diego, we're doing a special box set of Indiana Jones with the tools and the model from the map room in Raiders of the Lost Ark. So he's based entirely on the classic figure. I forget exact. I'm not so much an expert on the classic line, so I forget what he came with. They did have the map room playset, but this is what he's going to come with. He's come with a map. He's going to come with a diary. He's going to come with staff of Ra, and yeah, he's 12 inches tall, based entirely on the classic figure from the 1980s, I think early 80s, and yeah, no, I love the jumbo figures. I'm a big fan of them, and this is the um, first non-Star Wars jumbo figure we've done in a long time.
And basically, you cover two different licenses that have also the same actor inside because you remember the Gimli of Lord of the Rings was played by the same actor that played Sala in that Indiana Jones movie, no? So,
Yes, yes, absolutely. I'm kicking myself for not remembering his name right now, but I love him. He's
see,
great.
John is a composite name, the second name,
Yeah,
John.
Rice Davies, John Rice Davies.
Rice Davis, exactly. Yeah, I
Reese
saw
Davies. I'm
it.
not
He's an interesting artist because I saw an interview with him. Well, I hope one day to have him in my show because it's really interesting. He has a huge knowledge of everything. He's an interesting character. He's a larger than life character. This
sure.
actor. So I hope one day to find a way to get him in my show. So it could be interesting.
Oh
So
yes, absolutely.
because this is a channel of toys, but also of art. Also because behind toys, we can see this product as well. Because when I do reviews for Diamond Select Toys figures, you discover also the quality, the art inside these figures. No, and I love it because. Especially if you go, I something that I say many times when I do my unboxing of Diamond Select Toys, Lord of the Rings, Marvel Select, I told many times with my fans that you got a super cool figure, but also really accurate and also detailed, but we also a good price. Because
Yes,
sometimes
we
you,
try.
with the same price, you don't get the same quality details in other line, for example, in general. If you got for the same price, you got less details. For example, the Lord of the Rings Select or Diamond Select, Marvel Select, they are really detailed, no, super detailed, and
Yeah,
and I
it's
like that.
definitely about art because I mean you've got several artists working on every figure. You've got the designer, you've got the sculptor, you've got the painter, and the paint needs to be obviously reproduced for for every figure, but it's that artist who originally paints it and then creates a paint scheme that is reproducible at a mass level. So I mean, there's definitely a high level of artistry involved there.
Yeah, absolutely. They are really good. I'm happy to be a part of this Diamond Select community because I like support these figures that you did because I love these figures, and I like also this idea like this one, for example, this set when I saw especially the model right here, I instantly remembered the scene of the movie. It was a throwback in my childhood, no? So let's move to
Absolutely.
the next one. The next one is a set of TMT. Tell me something about it.
Sure. We previously did a blind boxed assortment of Ninja Turtle figures, and they were based on their original appearances with their red bandanas. All four of them had the same red bandanas. And this is a special 4-pack where they come in their 1980s cartoon colors, the red, blue, orange, purple. And they'll be on individual blister cards. The previous figures were in boxes, blind boxes. These will be on blister cards inside a larger pizza box shaped container. So it should be a lot of fun, and they're really beautifully sculpted. I believe I want to say I'm not sure if Rocco worked on these, but they were designed by Barry Bradfield, who does all of our mini mates and a lot of our animation based products. He comes from an animation background, so he does a lot of our dioramas based on animation as well as action figures as well.
Yeah, I love it. I also another piece of art is set each figures, because we can zoom in also. You can see they are really accurate. Also, once again, is another touch for something that we remember so well, like the movie of Indiana Jones, or the Baroness blue outfit, or this one is an important license that also bring back our memories. No, I like that, these vibes. So let's move to the next one.
This is one of my favorites.
It's beautiful.
I helped come up with the concept for this because I'm a big fan of the energy shield that he wore for a little while in the 2000s. But that was a great run of the comic, and with art by, I think, Adam Kubert did the art on that one. Or Andy, it might have been Andy Kubert. And so he's got the metallic paint scheme. This is a variant on our regular version. He's got with the metallic costume, and he's got the translucent energy shield. And I think it just came out really great. And I'm looking forward to getting one in hand.
Yeah. Do you have everything that you release with Diamond Select Toys in your collection, or not everything?
Not everything, but I get a hold of a certain number of things that I'm happy to have on hand. I have most of the Marvel Selects, which is a line I really enjoy. I've got all the Lord of the Rings. Most of the action figures I try to get my hands on, because I like to take pictures for myself, for my Instagram channel. And I just like to test them out and see what they can do, and answer questions people have about them who maybe are on the fence about whether they're going to get them or not, and that sort of thing. I don't get every bust and statue. I wouldn't have enough room to display them. I don't have a lot of room to display them at all, but I do a lot of photography of those as well.
I remember pictures that you did with the Legolas, Gimli, and Aragorn in the grass, ready to fight some orcs. I remember that was cool.
Thank you. Yeah, that was a lot of fun to do. Yeah, no, I enjoy setting up the Lord of the Rings figures, but you got to be careful with Legolas because the bow really works. And if you put the arrow in his fingers, in the notch of his fingers, and you put the string into his curled fingers, then if you bump him the wrong way, he fires an arrow, and the arrow goes like several feet in one direction. I lost at least a couple in my yard trying to set up some of those pictures.
Maybe your cats or dogs will be afraid in that time. Were be afraid. My English, come on. Sometimes I did the wrong, because the past is where and was. Future will be, and be is present.
Believe me, your English is better than my French, which is the only other language that I even vaguely.
Do you have Italian heritage? Because
I do. My great grandparents were from Calabria, and my grandfather was first generation here, and my mom just recently went over there to visit, her home, or their homeland, and travel around Italy. I'd love to go there someday myself. We'll see.
Let me know if you will be in Italy, my friend.
Oh, you'll be the first person I call. Absolutely.
Yeah, because I live in North Italy. Calabria in South is in South Italy.
Okay.
But if you want to visit also the north, it's cool because it's a lot of forest. It's a little bit Tolkien environment.
Oh, excellent.
It's cool. So we go back to the gallery. This is another awesome shot from this awesome statue. This bust is super cool. This is actually absolutely a piece of art, no questions about it.
Oh, yes. Yeah,
And the
designed
next
by
one,
yeah, go ahead.
I did a review of the previous version of this one. This one has a different head sculpt, I think, of the Green Hornet.
Yes, this one will come in a VHS case, like we've done with a lot of our figures. I have some of them here. Like, let's see, here's here's Cobra Kai. So we've got the Cobra Kai VHS case. Looks like it's in a VHS box, and you open it up,
Cool.
and it's got the figure on display inside. This one came with a
Awesome.
trading card and a diorama base. But that one I think will come with a couple of weapons, and I think it comes with a an interchangeable head, unmasked and unhatted, which I believe that head doesn't come with the original
Yeah, no,
Kato.
it's different because I did the review for this one just a few weeks ago, and the head is different. I can confirm that.
Yeah, I think he comes with a masked head with no hat on it. So this is the only way to get the unmasked head right now. I believe that you might be able to get an unmasked head with the valet version in the white jacket, but if you want to get the black costume with the unmasked, unhat head, this is the way to go. But really, you should get it for the packaging because the packaging is a whole lot of fun. And this particular packaging is based on, and this was a history lesson for me in the 1970s after Bruce Lee became a global superstar. In I want to say Hong Kong, they released a movie made up of episodes of the Green Hornet TV show,
Huh.
and they released it in theaters as a standalone film. And there were some great Hong Kong movie posters of that, and so we used some of those to create the box art for the VHS case. So it's a really cool VHS case, is what I'm saying. And it's a cool thing to hang up on your wall. It's got the hook on the top, so you can hang it. I've got a few of them. I got John Wick. I got Bruce Lee. I got the Rocketeers over here. Yeah, I'm a big fan of the VHS cases.
Yes, it's a cool concept. I like it. And also, this one is iconic because Bruce Lee is an iconic actor, martial artist. So it's
Sure, yeah.
another cool license for Diamond Select Toys, in my opinion. Now let's move. Let's go back in a previous license, but now in a different type of item. So this bust with Indiana Jones.
Yeah, this is a return to Indiana Jones for us. We previously did some items long ago, including a golden idol bank, which was one of our best sellers for a long time. And when our license expired, we stopped making it, but we're going to start making it again now that we have the license again. And it's a really great piece. It's basically a replica of the idol, but it's a vinyl bank, which is really cool. And this is a sepia tinted version of our regular bus. You can pre-order the regular bus now, but this is a limited sepia tint version. I think we're only making like 1,000 of these, and this one is going to be available at the show. You can also pre-order it on GeneralGiantLTD.com, which is where we list all of our Star Wars and Indiana Jones products. So General Giant Ltd is our second site. We purchased General Giant Limited actually in about 2019. Coincidentally. So that was our first San Diego, first toy fair that we showed off our our Star Wars products for General Giant Limited. But yeah, no, it's a great looking piece, and this is the sepia version.
What is your favorite Indiana Jones movie?
My favorite, probably Last Crusade. Sean Connery's just so great.
Yeah.
And oh gosh, the museum director is so hilarious in that movie. And there's a pretty great villains too. I mean, Raiders of the Lost Ark is great, and I do love Temple of Doom. I think it's underrated, really underrated. But
Yeah.
Last Crusade was, I think, probably one of the first. I want to say it was one of the first I saw, or it was one of the first I saw maybe in the theater, and it made a big impression on me. So
Probably
yeah,
the first that I saw was the Temple of Doom on TV. I
okay,
remember that. I think that all of them I saw on TV probably or in VHS at the time, because I don't remember that the year there was released The Last Crusade. But The Last Crusade is cool also because you have Sean Connery, you know.
yeah.
Harrison Ford is great, but along with Sean Connery, and also the comedy stuff between each others was really cool in the show.
And it had that great opening scene with River Phoenix as the young
Yeah,
Indiana, which was really great.
River Phoenix, rest in peace. But also,
Yeah.
Sean Connery is no longer with us, I think.
Now you got me thinking. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he passed away recently. It's sad that I don't know, but
I almost sure. Maybe I need to Google that. Let's see. Just to don't do mistake in my show. They say the one, but I think is passed away. I remember something similar. Let's see. Google Sean Connery. Sean Connery. Let's see. Yeah, he passed away on October 31st, 2020. At which age? Let's see. I believe it was really old, but let's see.
oh yeah, no, he must have been.
Yes, because he was born in 1930, so 2020 was 90 years old.
Yeah, yeah, he made it a
So
long time.
not a bad age to leave the earth. No, 90 years old.
No.
We don't
James
know.
Bond is a dream license for me for us to do James Bond stuff. So
Oh,
yeah,
should
he's
be
great.
cool. It should be good. A diamond, a select figure from James Bond.
Yeah, or even just gallery dioramas would be fantastic. But I know that
Absolutely.
that's a very difficult license to get.
It's a difficult line because what determines the difficulty or easier license? So, what is the situation in general for a license to get a
Um,
license? One is easy to get, and one is difficult, and why? Just to know behind the scene.
just one instance is whether or not the license includes the rights to the people's likenesses. Now you can have the rights to the people's likenesses, but they get approval, or you can have not the likenesses rights at all, in which case you need to negotiate the likeness rights with the person, the actor, or you could have a company that actually has the likeness rights and controls the likeness how it's presented, which say Universal Monsters with a lot of their actors, not all of their actors, but some of their actors. So they would approve for, I believe they would approve for the estate, if I'm correct, on some of their monsters, not all of them. And then, but then in Star Wars, for instance, I think I don't think the actors see items for Star Wars. It really varies. That's one of them. But not every company wants to license their properties for every type of product. So James Bond is a license that they may not want to make action figures for James Bond, for instance. I know they just did a Lego set of his car, which is really cool. But I think it's another line where they don't necessarily include the likeness rights, so you'd have to negotiate the likeness on its own.
Okay. Now we move to the next item for San Diego Comic Con. Tell me something about these beautiful figures.
Yes, this is a battle damaged version of Gypsy Danger from the first Pacific Rim. We're celebrating the 10th anniversary of that movie. And then it comes in a 2-pack with a test colors version of Gypsy Avenger from the second Pacific Rim movie. So it's sort of a legacy 2-pack box set. Gypsy Avenger comes in this really cool gray color scheme, and there's a lot of battle damage to the Gypsy Danger, and these are variants on our existing action figures from the Pacific Rim and Pacific Rim Uprising lines. But it'll be a really cool box set made to look like the Shatter Dome or one of the bays where they reside. And it's going to have an opening door, I think, in the front. It should be a really cool package, a really cool collectible piece. So that will be, I think you can pre-order that now on the website if you aren't going to be at the show.
Awesome. So, guys, after this stream, go to the diamondselect.com to pre-order these beautiful items. Don't, because if you sleep on, you will regret, guys.
Yeah, we do have a limited number in the web store. I can't remember how many we're doing for this particular one, but Diamond will sell some to retailers, and then we'll sell to customers on the website, and then we'll have a limited number at the show as well. So there are 3 ways to get it, but definitely don't. But it is limited, so definitely don't sleep on it.
And the price will be the same also in the retailers, or will be different?
We can't set prices with the retailers. We give the recommended price, suggested retail price, but the retailers set their own prices. So but we sell for the suggested retail price on our website, and we're going to sell for the suggested retail price at our booth. And I believe for this set it might be $70. I want to say for the 2 figures. And I'm pretty sure they come with some additional parts as well. I haven't seen a full list of what they will come with, but I'm pretty sure they'll come with some additional stuff.
So another message to the guys in the chat, continue to put your question, because later, before the end of the show, Zach will answer your question. So continue, because I will read the question later. I tell that to Damian Ristori, Noel Gonzalez, solid fan of the channel. So a little message for them. And now we move to the next one. And this awesome, beautiful bust. Tell me something about it.
Yes, this is Carson Teva from The Mandalorian, played by Paul Sun-Hyung Lee. And he is a really nice guy. He does his own live stream where he talks about toys. He's a big collector of hot toys, I believe. And we let him debut this piece on his channel. He's got a lot of followers, and a lot of big fans of his. So this is going to be a 1/6 scale bust, a 6-inch bust, and yeah, it came out really great. The pilots always come out great because the orange really pops, and the helmets are also detailed with their different logos and paint schemes and stuff like that. And this one just happens to have a really cool weapon also.
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's also a big deal. Have also the actor promote also the bust as well, no?
Yeah, it was very nice of him. Very nice of him to do, and I think he's as excited as we are about it being released, because I don't think he has an action figure yet. So this is the first collectible based on his character to be revealed. I'm fairly certain. So yeah, we're hopefully gonna be working with him in the future on this release.
Cool. So also in the back, you can see the details. Also on the back is really cool, really well done,
Yeah.
So detailed. There's a piece of art, also this one. Move the next one. Oh, I like this Mini Maze Transformer 1986 movie.
Yeah, I love Mini Mates. I love them. They're 2 inches tall. Most of them have 12 to 14 points of articulation, depending on how their ankles are set up. These particular ones have like more blocky feet to represent the robot feet, so they don't necessarily have that ankle articulation, but they're still really cool. And this one has Thundercracker, Ultra Magnus, Hot Rod, and Stasis Lock Optimus Prime. So this is Optimus Prime after he comes with his eyes blue, but also his eyes black. So 2 different heads, I believe, and 2 different chests, one closed and one open, so it can show that the Matrix of Leadership has been removed. And then it comes with a Matrix of Leadership. So it's pretty cool.
I remember, speaking of the scene of the Matrix, a stop motion of old stop motion of Alex Kropenak, a comedy stop motion.
Yeah. That was great. I might have even done a voice for that one. I can't remember.
Yeah, you was involved in some way, I believe.
Yeah,
because
that was
also your name in the titles. Because I laughed so much. I laughed so much when I saw that stop motion. But I like that you put important. I like also that you put Thundercracker, because it's like a deep cut, no? Because he's not one of the main villains, no? And
he's kind of an odd man out in this particular set, because he didn't play a huge role in the movie. In fact, he was probably one of the guys who got turned into the sweeps. But he's still a cool character, and I'm hoping we've done Starscream, a couple of Starscreams actually, but I'm hoping we do Skywarp next, the 3rd jet, because I love Skywarp. He's purple and black and he's really cool.
Yeah, also because it's cool have the trio, no?
Oh yeah, absolutely. In fact, if you do really deep cut, then there's like so many of those seeker jets. I mean, Ramjet and Dirge have like a different head, but there are a lot of like Acid Storm and Sunstorm, and there's a lot of different jets out there that you can do. So I'd love to do just a Jets box set, but we'll have to see.
Okay, before to go to the shipping update, because I prepared something also about that. So everybody that pre-order previous item was have an update. We will do the update later. But before to go there, I want I have some random question. Okay.
Okay. Sure.
So the first one, I want go back to one of my favorite. Someone call you.
No, it's my alarm telling me to wake up so I don't fall asleep.
Okay.
When I put my son to bed, I sometimes doze off, and it takes me a while to get him to sleep. And now it's 10:30, and I would normally be waking up. So
Okay, no, to me, is for example, now if 4:30 a.m. is a normal moment of working. But when everybody sleep in this little town, the vampire himself sleep. And also my dog is like that because I have a pug, the little dog. And he sleep with me. So when I wake, my yes, the ring to wake up myself every day is my dog because around 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. he touched me to say, wake up, daddy."
it's so funny that you've made your dog into a vampire too.
Yeah. In the beginning, when he was little, because now he's 5 years old, but in the beginning when because I got him when he was 2 weeks, 2 weeks and a half, so it was really a little kid. At the beginning, he has a different daytime because he was in a. I got in a. I don't remember. I don't know what is the English name. Whether you got a dog with a specific race, and they have many exemplar of this dog. No, however, when I purchased the dog, he had a different daytime, so it was a little bit difficult in the beginning. But now he's a truly little vampire like me. Damien says that right now in UK is 3:30 a.m. Yes, because in UK is 1 hour before.
Okay.
But go back to my random question. The first one is this one. I'm a big fan of Lord of the Rings Select figures. Probably today, along with Marvel Select, are my two favorite line of action figures I like so much. It's Lord of the Rings. I'm a fantasy guy. I always dream at the time when I saw the original trilogy, and now I start to read something about Tolkien, about the making of the movies, everything. No, at least many interviews these days, and also my new love for this line is for this franchise because of the figures actually, because I think that we got awesome likeness from the shop because we have before other Lord of the Rings figures, but the likeness, there's something wrong at the time in this other company, I don't want to mention the name, but you can wonder what is the company. And now we have, for example, the Legolas, the Orlando Bloom Legolas is perfect, but also not only in front. But if you turn the figure, you watch the profile, the semi-profile, is Orlando Bloom. It's the same for Viggo Mortensen, Elijah Wood. For you got a good likeness and also good details. So I totally fall in love with this line. I start to stop motion. There is also Dio that can work for them. So I mean, many stuff. But my question is, we know that now you start, there is schedule, I believe Lourdes, but we talk about that in the shipping date, Lourdes and Bonomir, I believe for July, is correct?
Let me just double check that. Lord of the Rings. Lord of the Rings. I think it went back too far. Lord of the Rings. I don't know if we have a ship date for that particular series yet. I have Lord of the Rings Deluxe. Yeah, we don't have a ship date for Alert and Boromir yet, but I know we're going to be offering Series 6 very soon, which is Saruman.
Yes,
Samwise Gamgee. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I don't have a date I can tell you right now. So probably not July. but hopefully this summer or early fall. We
Okay,
had
also
to take a little
because
break.
guys, don't forget, I will be the first to do the review for Lourdes and Bonomir.
I will get them to you as soon as I have them. Absolutely, 100%.
Thank you so much, because I like so much. So I try to go back to my question, because so we know that the line continues, and we know that there is a lot of character to explore in the actually in the original trilogy, no? But we know also the new line cinema got also the Hobbit as well, no? So do you think it's possible in the future, when you explore also not only the original trilogy, but also, for example, the Hobbit trilogy, and maybe have some character, not only just the dwarves, but also maybe guys like Radagast, the brown wizard, for example, or the big white orc. What is the name of the big white orc? I forgot now. The big white orc, that
Yeah,
Azog, the big orc. So you think it's possible in the future to explore also? Yes, we can. I hope they continue also the original trilogy, but also the Hobbit trilogy.
yes. We absolutely want to keep going. The fellowship, finishing the fellowship is the first priority. There are a couple additional characters we want to do in addition to the fellowship. It's not going to be, every single person that appeared in the trilogy, like that other company did. They did so many characters. This is not that line. This is, really great figures of the main characters in the series. But we've definitely talked about going forward after that and doing some characters from The Hobbit. We'll have to see if we end up doing 13 dwarves, or who's the priority and who isn't the priority. But it would most likely be main characters from that movie. So we'll have to see how it works out.
Awesome. And speaking, I have other two questions for this line, obviously. The second question is, I enjoy so much the concept of the idea of the build a figure of Sauron. Was really cool, because in the same time you got a new figure and you start to build this huge, so detailed, so accurate, cool figure, a huge figure. Do you think it's possible in the future have once again another build a figure for another big characters in the line?
I think at this point we've said, the president has said that we will not be doing any more Build-A-Figures. Since we've shown, through, Samwise, I think we're getting close to finishing the fellowship. We're not going to be starting any new Build-A-Figures. But we've started doing a line of gallery dioramas based on the Lord of the Rings. And the first one is Aragorn. But we've talked about, doing other characters from that line, and some of those may fit into what we're doing with the action figure line. We'll have to see. I haven't seen too much on that line, but it's other bigger characters have been talked about. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see how that shakes out. Hopefully people dig it. Those aren't posable. Obviously, they're gallery diorama. They're sculptures, PVC sculptures, but I think for a display, there could be some cool options there. But we'll have to see how that shakes out.
Okay. I think I have two questions also for Lord of the Rings. One is that this one I think is just to speculation, because I think it's a different license, and it's just because in these days I go super deep in the Tolkien world, no? So I start to read some articles, see some videos, and we know that, and this I think could be interesting in action figure form, because no one did that before. So it could be a first time ever. And I think the people that love the Lord of the Rings Select will love also this same quality for something similar. But we know also there's no movie reference for that. So I try to go better in the question. So we know that the original wizard, yes, there is Gandalf, there is Saruman, there is Radagast, but there are also two mysterious other two wizards, the blue wizards, no? And this blue wizard, there is the name about that, but Tolkien talked just a little bit about them, and maybe they will be in the Amazon series, but there's nothing official about that. But looks like the era in the Amazon series will be the same era and these two blue mysterious wizards are in action, no? Do you
That would be
think
great.
it would be great to have action figure for this blue wizard? What do you think about it?
I think we've talked about in the future maybe something with Rings of Power might be possible, but I don't think that we've got any firm plans. But if that would be great if they showed up in the series. I'm still working my way through it. I'm way behind. I'm very curious to see who shows up in season 2, the new characters. I remember reading about the wizards, the blue wizards in the book, and I think that'd be a lot of fun if they showed up, and hopefully someday if the series continues and remains popular, maybe we can do something with that in the future.
Also because you got another Amazon original series that is really cool. Also the figure are the invincible figures. No, also them. Also this. Also I like the show because this cartoon is really the storyline. No, it's not just as animation for kids. It's more for. I think the following the steps of the. I think the game changer of animated. Speaking of story and language, was the Batman animated series back in the day in the 90s. And I think this cartoon follow in some way this idea to do some more modern cartoon. Speaking of the dialogue, the psychological problem of the characters.
Yeah.
I like also that, but for that I want to share something in the shipping update. I think we can move now to the ship update for a while. So let's move because I have also that maybe if I for other random question later also because there is the question in the chat. So let's see to show. I won't share because I won't use the to share the video. I need to remove this one so now I can share another one because I want to use your website actually to share the shipping update to talk about that for the people maybe are looking for also to know that because sometimes I got many questions about the shipping but I don't know actually everything. So let's see. We are right here on the diamondstoys.com, guys. So there is the blog, you can find news and everything, but also you got the shop and everything. You can shop by brand and everything. So let's move to the this one are the pre-order processing in May. So these one are already shipped at this item. Let's see.
Yes, this may not be fully 100% updated, but I think they're processing a new batch of products now. I think you might see some of them below in the shipping and second quarter list, but I know that they are processing orders for the gargoyles busts of Demona and Xanatos. I know that they're processing those orders right now. I think there's a couple of Star Wars items as well.
Okay, now there is also the in stock item. So this still in stock. We have Destro, we have Gypsy Danger Deluxe action figure, Craven Gallery Diorama, X-Men Animated Series, AEW Minimates, Power Rangers Series 2. So everything this is in stock right now. Okay, but
yes,
we move to go to the other shipping. This is these items are still scheduled for June or later. So we got let's see.
We have two different dates because we have when stuff arrives in the web store warehouse, and then we have when stuff arrives in the main warehouse, which is what ships to comic shops. So that Spider-Man figure bust, which is the 1/7 scale Spider-Man bust, came from the same line as that Captain America bust we saw earlier. That one just shipped to stores this past week on Wednesday. U.S. stores, obviously. The She-Hulk shipped recently. Phoenix shipped recently. The Crow shipped actually a little while ago, but they may not have gotten it in the web store warehouse yet. Iceman has not shipped. The Marvel Select Iceman has not shipped yet. I don't know if I have a date for that, but I think we showed a production sample in that video that we talked about earlier, for the presentation of new products. So that one should be shipping pretty soon.
Yes, I'm looking forward for Iceman, by the way.
Oh, great. Yes. No, I'll definitely get you one when it comes out. The rest of these I don't think have. Hawkeye has shipped. Peter Parker Spider-Man just shipped last week. But that Doctor Strange L3D I don't think has shipped at all. And the Daredevil bust has not shipped yet. And that Iron Man Mark 50 Legends in 3D bust, that one shipped, I think, last week, the week before last.
And next are something for the quarter three, so we need to maybe we'll be more updated in the future to understand what happened with the production, I believe.
Sure,
This.
yeah.
There is
I
also
don't know. I don't know if this is fully up to date because Xanatos is I don't know when I think he's shipping now. So this might not be fully up to date. We try to keep this as up to date as possible, but we get new shipments every week of product, and
so
I
these
think
are the stuff that I'm looking for is Mr. Fantastic, Marvel Select.
yeah, Mr. Fantastic is not in yet. Let me see if I can find something a little bit more up to date. Marvel Select, Mr. Fantastic. I think we're looking to see that in July. The Mr. Fantastic, Iceman. I think we're looking to have him this month. So you'll see Iceman pretty soon, and Mr. Fantastic next month.
Yeah, and
in stores. I don't know about the website, but in stores.
Okay, so also the other cool stuff right here: mini bust, the Turtle Beanie Mates box set. There are a lot of cool stuff. Also right here, the Lord of the Rings series 5 probably will be later in the summer, not July.
Yeah, it says third quarter, so that could be as late as September.
October.
So September is certainly possible, but I wouldn't think it would ship later than that.
And the Sue Storm Select figure, another they're looking forward.
Yeah, we might not have a date on that particular
not
one.
yet. Okay, and also another they're looking for is the Monster Girl Deluxe figure, Invincible.
Yes, actually, I see the date for Sue Storm of September, so we'll see if that one happens. Invincible Deluxe Monster Girl. I think we're looking at July for that one. So we'll see.
Finger crossed.
Yes.
And now I think we are too far now because in quarter 4 maybe we need in the next interview.
These are ones that we've solicited pretty recently for pre-order. So the when they're going to ship is still sort of up in the air. But
also this one is a great fit. Can't wait for this one, Captain America.
Oh, good.
Classic. This is a super cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to getting it in hand and playing with it and seeing what it can do. I think once people see it in person, they'll maybe. So I know some people are not feeling the way we handled the scale mail. Some people think the proportions are a little off, but I think in production, when everything's fit a little bit better and they see what it looks like in the package, I think they're gonna. And also all the cool stuff that it comes with, I think people are really gonna sit up and take notice. So
yeah, can't wait also for this because, in my opinion, the Marvel Select are the best Marvel figure, in my opinion. I like the scale. I like the color scheme, the details that you put in these figures, also in the color scheme as well. No, so in my opinion, are the best.
Oh, great! Thank you very much.
But now let's see some question for the fan. Let's see. Because I use sunglasses to stay in my character, but I try to read with sunglasses.
To turn up the brightness on your screen so it burns itself into your retina.
No, mine is bright. It's bright. Let's see. There is a question for you. Hello, Alan and Zach. Last time I asked Zach about Gravitron. Do you think it make a possible Marvel Select also? I try to give a better accent.
I think that's a deep cut. I love Graviton. I think one of the first things I read, one of the earliest comics I read was probably Amazing Spider-Man, where he lifted the Daily Bugle building. I think it was part of Acts of Vengeance. And I think it's a deep cut. We try to do, we look at figures that aren't necessarily being made by other companies when we're trying to consider characters. But I think in terms of popularity, I think he might be kind of a low man on the totem pole, to borrow a probably outdated phrase. But I would love to see one, but I think it's probably a long shot. But Fingers crossed.
There we go. This one also for Damien. It is possible that you might be to do cartoon Dungeons and Dragons figures.
One company just did cartoon Dungeons and Dragons figures, and they came out, I thought, pretty good. I know some people had some issues with some of them, but I think they came out pretty great. We are doing gallery dioramas. We just offered up for pre-order a gallery diorama of Avenger, the bad guy. If he does well, maybe we'll do some more characters. I don't know if we'll do, all 6 heroes. That's a lot of characters. But it's a great cartoon and has some really great designs in it. So it would be cool to do more gallery dioramas, but I don't think action figures are in the cards right now, unfortunately.
Okay, another one for by Graham Tuttle. How do you select which characters to produce figures for properties with multiple characters? Do licensors usually have lots of input? Is better my accent now?
I love your accent, so I think it's great either way. There are certain licenses where the licensor may say, we'd rather you didn't do that character, just because either it's a problematic character in terms of rights to the likeness, or just a character that maybe isn't necessarily someone that they want collectibles of. Maybe a more adult character, or just a questionable character. But for the most part, we come up with the characters and then we send the list, and if they approve, then they approve. I think that's how it works with Marvel Select, for instance. But Lord of the Rings, I think we just look at who the major characters are and we say, all right, that's who we want to do. And I don't they approve our line plan. We send in a list of characters we want to do for every licensor, and they tell us yes or no. So they definitely have input. But in terms of saying don't do that character, it does. I don't think it happens very often. I think it's rare. So Invincible, for instance, we're trying to work our way through a lot of the main characters. We've got some really cool licenses coming up that we're trying to we talk to the licensor. Maybe if we don't know the license very well, we may say to the licensor, who do you think we should do? If it's a new license or a new property, then they may suggest, we think you should do this character because they're going to be very prominent in the show or in the movie. So if it's something new that we're doing that's never been seen before, that's something we may ask the licensor.
Another one for Damien Ristori. Could you be interested in doing classic Willow movie figures? That film underrated 80s classic deserves proper collectibles.
It is underrated. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember loving it the last time I saw it. I know they just did the little guys. What do they call those? Reactions. And it would be cool to do really detailed ones. I don't know if it's something we're looking at right now, but it's certainly something that we could consider for the future. I believe it's with Lucasfilm. It falls under their umbrella, so that's certainly something that we could talk to them about if that was. We have a great relationship with them, so if that was something that we were interested in, we could definitely talk to them about.
I think the Willow Select figure should be awesome.
Oh, absolutely. No, we do a great job with them. We would do a fantastic job. And gallery dioramas would be really nice too, of Mad Mardigan.
So Graham has a question. There was one of my questions. So let's use the Graham question. The Muppets backstage books looks great. Can you provide any other update on upcoming Muppet Select figures? Because another line that I like so much, by the way. I miss only Animal. The only one they miss in my collection is Animal, because for the rest I have the full collection.
I will see if I can get you an Animal, because you need Animal to complete the
absolutely.
We have another 2-pack in the works, and I think we're going to offer it this summer. I think it'll probably be on display at San Diego Comic-Con in late July. It might even go up for pre-order around then too, but we'll have to see if it makes the cut for next month's previews catalog, which we offer stuff in the previews catalog put out by Diamond Comics, which is our distributor in the US. And they so we're just finishing up our the late June month of July previews. So it'll come out late June digitally, and then the issue will come out in the beginning of July. So late July we'll have another issue, and we'll have more stuff up for pre-order. But we'll have to see if it makes the cut for that particular month. So, but look for late July. Late July, you'll have information either way.
So stay tuned on this channel, guys, because when I will be the news official, I will do the news, and also because I will be the first to do the review.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and also stay tuned on diamondselectox.com, also in the blog, to don't miss the fresh news. Because
follow us on social media. We're Collect DST on Twitter and Instagram. And we're Diamond Select Toys, one word, on Facebook. But definitely,
don't sleep. Also, because it's another cool line. I mean, in my opinion, the Muppets you do so far a great job also right there to capture the perfect likeness from the. Do you think it's possible for Muppets one day to have like a diorama to display the figures?
I think what we're doing right now with the packaging is probably the closest we're going to get. I can't see us doing any big sculpted dioramas. We did one a long time. I mean, we do the little dioramas sometimes with the action figures, just personal dioramas. And we did a big diorama long time ago for Buffy the Vampire Slayer, but we haven't really done anything like that since. So, but with the Muppets packaging, we did a really cool Electric Mayhem stage box, which was really cool. And this year we're doing
the backstage.
We just offered the backstage, which is cardboard, not plastic, but it looks like backstage, and it comes with some additional characters that haven't been available in a while. But I think if this one does well, I think expect to see more of that. And we are also talking about future characters as well, beyond the next two figures.
It's possible, do you think, also I don't recall the name of the big because there is a character that is big in the Muppets. I don't remember the name of the big
Sweetums. Yeah. Sweetums, the one who is always chasing the car down the street saying, "I want to go to Hollywood." That one.
Yeah. That one, do you think it's possible to have a bigger scale figure in the future?
Sure, it's 100%. It's 100% possible. I know he's been discussed. So he's definitely on the list of characters we would like to do. Absolutely. Awesome. He's not one of the next two in the next two pack, but he's definitely been discussed.
It's coming. So I like the other things they want to share for everybody, but I share every time that they do reviews for Lord of the Rings or other Diamond Selectors figure. I like that in each new series of figure you do also new tooling, because for each during the comparison I saw that each new character of Lord of the Rings or other line Marvel Selects, for example, you also Muppets, you got new tooling, and I like that. Because in my opinion, it's better have a less number of figures, but have a new tooling for each new figures because become more unique. And I like that you follow this. Maybe there's not a lot of companies that do that, no? There is a huge wave, but they have the same tooling, no? Over and over, sometimes also for the ad. To me, it's important to see a new tooling for each new figures, no? Like that is better.
Yeah, we definitely do new tooling for every Marvel Select figure. The Red Hulk, Green Hulk recently was one exception, and we used to do a lot of variations in the package, in the carton, the case. So we do like two different versions of Spider-Woman or two different versions of Cyclops. But nowadays, pretty much every figure is a new sculpt. I think we did a Spider-Man repaint for the third movie. That was in the black costume, the inside out costume that he wore. But for the most part, new tooling is where it's at. I mean, it's really hard to repeat tooling for Lord of the Rings. Everybody's so different, and the Muppets as well. I don't think we've done any character variants really. So yeah, new tooling is the way we usually go.
I love it because there's not many companies that do that. Also, the bigger company try to repeat the same tooling over and over. And to me, I think when you got a new figure, also have a new tooling is also a form to respect your customers, no? Because you put more effort in your stuff. So I like that. Before to go to the final question, It's time to you to choose a stop motion. Do you want to see a stop motion for Marvel Select, Invincible, Green Hornet, Lord of the Rings, or Muppets? Which one do you prefer to see?
Oh gosh, I think I want to see Invincible.
Okay, let's see. Let's search. First of all, let's search on my channel the stop motion. Because it's a channel where I upload many videos, because it's a channel also of toy news, reviews. You know that every day comes out a lot of news of toys, so there is a lot. But let's see. I try to show you the last one, if it's possible, with duplicate. There we go.
Great.
See, this one, yes. The episode 2, actually. So I need only to remove the... Yeah. Maybe it was... Now I share directly by my channel. So maybe the audio quality is not the same that you can see in the actual video, because the better way actually is to put right here in the screen the file of the video. But because it's live, it's improvisation with your choice, I haven't the file now. So I need you to share the video directly from the channel. So maybe the audio quality is not the same that you can get with okay. Because when you share, I discovered that with StreamYard, when you share a video from a website, the quality is not the same when you share inside, when you upload the video with the program. It's different. So let's see. Let's share, present, share screen, share. There we go. This is it's called this stop motion. Let's see. It's called Omni-Man versus Alan the Alien and Duplicate. So let's go.
This should be good.
So
that's great.
Do you like it? Because I like the personality of Omni-Man, no? Because for many episodes, you trusted it was a nice father, no, for his son, and so wow, he's a nice father. In the end, was a nightmare, a really bad guy. So I like that. I like it's interesting. Yeah. So I like that you continue also this line. Once again, another beautiful figure, accurate, different tool for each new figures, and so accurate. Like to have in your hands the character jump up from the screen. So this is beautiful. I like that. I like that you follow in different type of figures, so different design, different words, the same philosophy. So accurate figure, detailed, with a good price, and also with different tooling. So I like that.
Well, thank you. If you enjoyed the Invincible TV show, you should definitely read the comic book. It's very good, and it's a little different from the TV show, so you get a little different story. But there's a lot of issues to read. I don't know if you read a lot of graphic novels.
When I see something like when I heard something like that, I'm so jealous, because as a writer, I publish 5 novels in Italy, but no one do a movie or series of my book, because with that I become a millionaire, no? But maybe the problem, because my story as a writer are, I think they can work better for a US audience, because in Italy, I tell you, not my opinion, but the music is horrible. The music in Italy, the modern music in Italy, the movie in Italy are awful. The actors are horrible. So everything is really bad. I like always everything from US. So I like the animation for US, movie for actor for you. Oh, UK music also UK is good. But in Italy, the new guy with news in Italy are really horrible. The producer understand nothing in Italy. So maybe because the problem to me as a writer, I'm good writing in Italian, but I'm not good. I haven't. My English is really basic. I can't do a novel in English. I need to find someone that translate my book in English. So I don't know. It's not but it's my dream see in theater or just on Netflix or Amazon a series based on my book. You can think about it.
I want to read them. I absolutely want to read them. So you need to get them translated for 100%.
Yeah, I need, because I did so far. Now I have an incomplete book, a story of two books, was a psycho thriller, but I can't continue that because I'm too busy with the YouTube channel, no? And also because I published 5 novels, but since 2007, when I started to writing, I wrote 37 novels. So I can maybe also if I stop myself, if I will publish a novel every year, but it's not easy also because since 2009 I not published yet new novels. So I still looking for a new publisher because to me it's easy writing, but it's not easy find a perfect publisher. No, same for music. I did hundreds of songs, but I published just one song. So I think that some of my story can work better for US audience because I did horror fantasy, not fantasy really, but horror with supernatural story with supernatural stuff. But so I don't know. But maybe I need to find a way to publish in US in English, maybe, because the taste of US audience is different than Italian taste. For example, if you do, I digress a little bit, but we are friends. So before to end the show, as one of my dreams as artist was to become a filmmaker, and I did some short movie in the past. But the problem to become a director is you need a lot of money and also a lot of important contact to do that. Yeah. So when I start to write it, I discovered, well, you can do a movie with paper, without nothing, without budget, without actor to find a way to also to support this actor. Actors maybe complains of something. So writing was a really freedom, no, to do art.
Yeah.
More than do a song, a concert, because when I did the concert with many with dancers, was a show, my concert. No, I was also an actor with many girls that play music and acting, but was difficult put together a tour. Too many people, no? So a director, yes, need to have a big resilience, no, with many people to follow. And because of that, I quit a little bit of my dream to become a writer. And also when I start to become a YouTuber, before with wrestling and now especially with toys, if you want to like a job this, you haven't the time to do more, no? So obviously I have a lot of novels to publish. I publish 5, 37 without 5 in maths is 32 novel ready to go. So I need to publish that. But sometimes when I have a walk because when I end my work as a YouTuber in the early morning, I have a little walk because sometimes I stay too much seat to work, so I start to have back pain because I'm a tall guy, you know. I'm 6'3", 6'4". So the tall guy have back pain sometimes, no. And because of that, I walk. And when I walk, I have inspiration to do something, story. But I haven't the time, man. I won't do many stuff. Also, this diorama is a huge castle. Only the tower is a wizard tower that can work for Gandalf or maybe works better with Saruman. And is a 6'8" tall tower made by foam. No,
You made it yourself? Did you make the castle yourself?
By myself. I can share with you if you want. This is just the wizard room. Still I need to complete that. No.
Wow, that's awesome.
I want imagine Saruman inside this room. No.
That's great. Because I wish I had something like that for my photography. That's fantastic.
I want to also a huge balcony when the wizard go in the balcony with the scepter. No. And this one is over another room. And then there is a huge staircase. The staircase is not here. I put the staircase into a toy room because the piano is high. I don't want that they fall down and broken a works of many months. I started 1 year ago, April 2021, this crazy idea, because they want to do some environment for the stop motion. No, now the stop motion are shorts, but because they are also the intro for the reviews. No, because my idea to promote the figure is do reviews. When I got the figures, immediately do the unboxing, especially if the figure is new, no? Because try to be the first, come on. So start the unboxing, it's a quick review, live, etc. And then I do the reviews, and for each reviews, each line, there is a new stop motion when I get new figures for Marvel Select, for Diamond Select, for Lord of the Rings, Muppets. So it's a lot of fun, but also a different way, because maybe the people that love only stop motion, which the stop motion, and maybe there is maybe someone that's not a collector discovered there is a Gandalf figure from Diamond Select. And my brother saw those figures because he's not a collector, but he loved the Rings as well, like me. And so wow, this Gandalf is perfect. It's Gandalf. So I like that. Is a way to promote the figure. So now I go to the piano because. If I continue, we can talk for another 2 hours. Thanks for watching, guys. And don't forget to follow Diamond Select Toys on social media to have better update for every line, pre-order, and more. And thank you, Zach, to come back on my show. Thank you to support my channel with Diamond Select Toys. And thank you so much for this great figure. So, Zach, thank you so much. And for everybody, stay tuned because coming soon will be more Diamond Select Toys reviews, will be more Marvel Select reviews. So stay tuned, and Minimates review are coming on this channel. So don't go anywhere, hit notification bell. And thank you, Zach. Thank you so much to your support for the channel.
Thank you.
And see you with you. So goodbye, guys. Goodbye, everybody.